Live from Albert Alley Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 18th season of local high school sports television, is proud to present Nevada Union Lady Miners basketball tonight as we unwrap our coverage of the 2015 SFL season. Your Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the Del Oro Golden Eagles. We're on the road to the league title, and all the basketball action is coming up right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. So the NU Lady Miners open up their 2015 SFL season at the Alley as they host the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you might be across our worldwide audience. This is Paul Brown, the voice of Touchdown Productions, Nevada Union. Joining me tonight, also the voice in my broadcasting booth, is my partner, Steve Sitter. Our producer and director in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course, he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team of Samuel Enos, Tony Rendini, and Roland Ludlow, who are all here and ready to go for this matchup of two SFL Titans. But as you can see before you, and before we get started with the varsity game, we will start with the JVs. The quarter is in the fourth, and I'll hand you to Steve Sitter for the score and statistics. Steve.
Thank you very much, Paul. We are being treated to another excellent JV game. Nevada Union was on top at the half, 28-23, but after getting outscored in the third quarter, 15-5, Del Oro nursing a 6-point lead. It is 39-33 now, and on the line is Caitlin Maylor, who is shooting her second free throw after some initial confusion between referees, substitutions coming in now, and it has been a very tough game for both these teams trying to score. Del Oro shooting much more from the outside, and their full court presses forcing a lot of Nevada Union turnovers, and NU has been struggling just to get to the half court.
And so, Steve, who is the player tonight that you're going to recognize here on this JV team as being the most outstanding?
Certainly for Nevada Union, it's Shauna Latter. She has all 5 points this half for Nevada Union. And for Del Oro, Christina Huckabee has 7 points in the half and has been very instrumental in orchestrating this defense. Bringing it up the court is Miranda Townsend, and Townsend is going to draw a blocking foul from Huckabee.
Nevada Union needs to pick up 7 points here. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth. Nevada Union was actually ahead by 5 at half, and it has been the Golden Eagles the rest of the way in this game.
Now Townsend drives with the left hand and gets fouled going up, so she will get a chance to put 2 points on the board.
Let's take a look at a replay here, and you can watch a pretty aggressive foul here. Fouling her number 3, that's Sophie Humphers. I beg your pardon, that's Burkhold. That's a pretty nasty little slap.
Her shot from Townsend is good. She is the second Lady Miner to score in the half. And neither team in too much foul trouble. Nevada Union with 14 fouls and Del Oro with 3.
Greta Kramer coming back in now, number 20 for NU.
And you expect with the full court press that Del Oro is putting on that they would be in a bit more foul trouble, but we saw a lot of clean steals in the first half and into the third quarter even. Second free throw is good. It is now a 5-point game.
2 big free throws by Townsend. Needed every point.
Captain Kendall Puffer with it. There's it left side for Burkhold. Burkhold throws it across for Huckabee. Huckabee down low, but it's stolen away. That's Greta Kramer, who has been very good defensively. Townsend over to Kramer. Kramer drives right side, lays it up off the backboard, no good. Rebound taken, Huckabee. Huckabee takes it right side, goes right underneath, trying to draw a foul. Rebound squirts out and finally finds its way into Summer Brown's hand, who throws it back out. Burkhold. And Del Oro still with 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time to set something up. Left side, there's a 3 from Burkhold on the way. No good. There's a lot of pushing going on, and the referees are letting the game continue, and that ball is thrown way out of bounds and will finally be Miner possession. Into the game now is Grace Moore, who has 2 points in this half. Coming in for Darlene Dickinson. Quick give and go. There's Kramer. Throws it across for Beltran. Beltran for Humphers. Humphers with the left hand. Gets knocked away, but picked up by Townsend. And there's a three on the way. No good. Rebound taken by Ladder. Ladder puts it up and it's fouled. Second chance opportunities for the Lady Miners late in this game. Still down 5. But that is who you want on the line right now.
Well, if you can't make field goals, you try to do it from the line. Kramer and Ladder very consistent from the line.
Both teams fairly average.
And they're now a 4-point game.
Puffer will set up the offense. Left side for Burkhold. Burkhold throws it around for Huckabee. Back to Burkhold. Corner three passed up by Puffer, who elects to drive in, puts it up with the left hand. No good, knocked out of bounds, and it will go to the Miners.
So 3 times down the court and 3 times the Golden Eagles are denied. Miners defense coming through.
There's that full court press. Miners find a way to get to the half court. Up ahead for Townsend. Townsend drives baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes out and is ripped out of the hands of Andrea Beltran. The jump ball is called and it will stay with the Lady Miners.
Boy, Christina Huckabee, she went after that ball, didn't she?
Very viciously. She just attacked the loose ball and tried to rip it out.
Here's a replay on it. You know what? She'll, after the rebound gets batted out, she'll go right for that ball, force the jump. There she is. That's aggressive basketball. That's what a coach likes to see.
Back to live action. Golden Eagles with the ball. Huckabee isolated up top, gives it over to Sloss. Sloss down, medium length jumper, no good, but right into the hands of Summer Brown, who gets her own rebound.
Brown aggressively fouled, but no call.
There's a three on the way. Well long. Loose ball, Miners trying to come up with it. They have the numbers, and they do finally. And now a hard foul on the sideline. Sophie Humphers is knocked off her feet.
That'll be the 5th foul also. So they'll shoot one-on-one after this.
And that could be huge in this close game.
Miners need to find someone to score a field goal, Steve. They've done it from the line, but it's been a few minutes since they've seen something go in the basket.
And that's just a continuation of what happened in the third quarter. Only 5 points put up on the board. Miners break the press. Over to Townsend in the corner. Townsend drives baseline again. A lot of contact underneath, and there is still no call. Golden Eagles now looking to burn. Sylvia Sloss puts it up.
Oh, I love it. A great block that time by Greta.
And now Kramer gets the ball knocked out of bounds, and the Miners will have it in the half court. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. Miners still trail 40-36. There's the pass to Townsend. Townsend very comfortable dribbling. Over 3, passed up by Humphers. Takes the jumper, and it's good. Sophie Humphers. Just a 1-possession game now. Sylvia Sloss, 5'3" freshman. Sets up the offense. Drives off the screen, right side. Over to Burkhold. Berthold walks it, passes it to Sloss. 3 on the way from Huckabee. It's no good.
And that's the shot that the Miners want them to take, Steve, out there beyond the three-point line. Low percentage shot. That's an attribute to a good defense.
A quick foul, Berthold on Sophie Humphers.
And they'll go one-on-one, I believe, will they not? Or they go at 7, I believe.
They do. This is the 6th team foul.
That is the 6th. So with 2:19 left, NU is desperate need for 2 points.
And now we see that press putting the Golden Eagles in foul trouble. There's a trap, and there's going to be a hold called on Brooke Berthold. That will be her 4th. And that's the danger of this full court press. Both teams are very capable of pulling it off and generating turnovers, but it also generates a lot of foul calls.
So at the line, possibly the best player on this JV team, Shauna Latter, will try to pull this to a tie. First one's good.
Latter has 7 of the team's 10 second half points. And this is for the tie. 2:16 left.
That's clutch.
And it is 40 all. Well, I got to tell you, I have not seen fans get this into a JV game.
Fans get into good basketball, Steve, and this is just that. This is good basketball.
Christina Huckabee.
That's the shot they want him to take.
That's a long 2, and it is nowhere near going in. There's a loose ball foul.
Latter's going to catch a foul under the basket. They do have one to give, however.
They're going to call that on Townsend, slightly away from the ball. I think she got tangled up with Grace Moore. Cassidy Marquez is coming into the game for Berghold, who has 4 fouls. Grace Moore to inbound, long inbound to Huckabee. Huckabee takes the 3, and it is long. Rebound taken, Summer Brown. Another 3 on the way. No good, and this time the rebound secured by Latter.
And you have to watch under the basket. Humphers blocked out that time and was responsible for NU getting that rebound. Great move by Humphers.
There's a move with the left hand up and just too hard from Sophie Humphers. Now Del Oro with a chance. Soft pass to Huckabee, swings it around for Marquez. Marquez drives, blocked decisively. Humphers cleans it up, and she gets her pocket picked, but it's kicked out of bounds by Marquez.
Humphers looks like she needs a breather. She's breathing hard. She had a wide open floor. All she needed to do was just a burst of speed down. She could have easily gotten the basket. 1 minute, 10 seconds in this tie ball game.
There's a pass out to Latter. Latter back underneath for Humphers, and she's fouled hard.
Let's watch the block on the other side. This is good at any level. If you like basketball, right here, watch this. Slap. That is good. Greta Kramer really doing a great job on defense.
So Sophie Humphers will be shooting 2. Tie ball game. And the Miners have their first lead since early in the 3rd quarter. Hard off the iron, rebound taken Moore. Huckabee brings it up 41-40 with a minute left in regulation. Huckabee to Sloss. Sloss back to Huckabee. Huckabee drives, draws the foul. It will not be a shooting foul, and this will be team foul number 6 for Nevada Union.
That was on Humphers, and unknowingly she did the right thing. They had a foul to give. That was a good place to take it.
Unfortunately, that is also the last foul that Nevada Union had to give before free throws, and it is also Humphers' fourth. With 52-7 left, Coach Grimm will take a timeout and give her girls a breather.
The varsity standing on the sidelines, bringing their support. There are some sister acts here between the varsity and the JVs. A.C. Willis and Ashton Willis is one. But I think, Steve, the momentum right now is on the side of NU. Even though they don't have the basketball, they are by far the strongest teams in the last 2 minutes.
Certainly in the last 2 minutes. But Del Oro does have a powerful offense, and they have not been hitting their shots. There's a quick inside move by Christina Huckabee and lays it up and in. What a precision layup by Christina Huckabee, who has 9 points in the second half, and Coach Donahue takes a timeout. 42-41, Del Oro back with the lead, and this was the game we saw in the first half. Both teams exchanging leads.
Now watch her take 2 big steps. And so the way she's been coached, dribble, then 1, 2, and up. That's the way you split a defense in the key, whether you're doing it at JV Girls League or in the NBA. Well done.
And just the presence of mind to know where the basket was to flip it up instead of out. That is not an easy play at all.
I think if I was Coach Donahue, right now I'd be thinking about maybe even taking a foul. They are in the one-on-one, but if you can get them to the line and you can dare them to make their free throw to tie the game, this might be the time to do it. Aggressive defense would do it. They're setting up now to go into the press, Steve, so they're not going to be easy to cut this ball all the way across half court. Let's see if NU can get this done.
NU's broken the press successfully this quarter. And Greta Kramer will inbound.
She needs to get it in.
Just does to Humphers. Back to Kramer. Kramer
can't dribble out of his own press. You got to pass the ball.
There's a nice screen set. And now Beltran dribbles it right hand down low for Ladder. Ladder back to Beltran. It's knocked out of bounds, but off a minor, so it will go back to Del Oro.
30 seconds on the shot clock. 30 seconds on the game clock. They're going to have to foul or get a steal.
This is definitely a quick foul situation, and Coach Donahue calls a timeout before the inbound.
Yeah, she needs to put some instruction on the floor. They've got to decide who they're going to foul. One thing for sure, they don't want to put Christina Huckabee on the line.
No, she's easily the best scorer and a freshman at that, so the JVs will probably be seeing her again next year.
Now watch the pass out of bounds here. This is just a real unfortunate error. She was not looking for that ball. She really didn't want the ball. She wanted it inside. Ladder needed to make a drop step move and go to the basket from there.
And Humphers was wide open up top also. If Ladder had looked around, he could have hit Humphers, swung it around to Townsend. There were other options besides going back out, but that tight defense really cuts down your thinking time and forces you to make decisions you really don't want to make.
Nothing good ever comes from putting the ball in that corner over there. It kind of blocks everything off. Easy to trap, too. So.
And Del Oro does have a great defensive team. They've got 3 fast, aggressive players and 2 big, strong players. They really balance each other out, make it difficult for any offense to gain ground. So Grace Moore will inbound for Del Oro. Quick inbound play to Sloss. Sloss will dribble around, and she will be fouled by Humphers. I believe that is her 4th.
Boy, from the size of it, it looked like Sylvia Sloss really wanted the ball. She wanted to go to the line. She immediately stepped up.
And that is the 5th foul for Humphers. So Humphers will come out. Ashton Willis. Or Willis will come in for Kramer. And no, Kramer will come back in. Yeah, Kramer will come back in now for Humphers, who is fouled out. Humphers is pretty insistent that she has 4 fouls. But either way, she is coming out, and Sylvia Sloss will have a chance to make this a 3-point game if she can hit both these free throws.
First one right down the center.
43-41, Del Oro ahead with 24.9 seconds left on the clock. Sloss with 4 second half points. And make that 5. Coach Grimm calls a quick timeout. She's going to draw up a play here to quickly beat the press. And at 24.9, there's still time for a quick 2 and then a foul and then another play. But really, you like a 3-pointer here.
I do. I want a 3-pointer, and I want it pretty quick as well, because you want the opportunity to get a rebound. If it doesn't go down, throw it back out, work it again. 3-point rebounds usually come off long. I wonder who their best 3-point shooter is on that squad.
I have a feeling Coach Grimm is wondering the same thing right now in the huddle. As with the boys team, these are not 3-point shooting teams. They are defensive fighting teams. They're not precision shooters. And this is a situation you really don't want to be in, but you're forced to deal with. So you have to find a star right now.
Well, with Humphers out on the floor, they reinserted Greta Kramer. Defensively, she does a great job, especially getting rebounds. Hasn't scored a lot of points.
Only 3 Lady Miners have points this second half. Humphers, Ladder, and Townsend.
You got to think they're going to Ladder. They got to hustle down the court, whatever they do.
Beltran hustles, gives it to Kramer, to Willis. Willis for 3, partially tipped. Ball falls out of bounds, and it will go to the Golden Eagles. 13.5 seconds left. Need a quick foul and a missed free throw. And timeout, Del Oro. Down to the wire in the Ally, 44-41. Del Oro ahead of the Lady Miners.
Let's hope that the varsity game is anywhere near this good.
These fans are packed into the Ally tonight. I have a feeling they'll try and open up the bleachers behind us again, just as they did last night.
That'll drive Gil Dominguez crazy.
And speaking of driving you crazy, here's the last possession.
So Kramer clearly did not want to take the 3. They left her wide open. And Willis decides to go for the 3 and just doesn't even make the basket.
Brown tipped it right out of her hand. Back to live action. There's the inbound. Gets away, and there's going to be a loose ball foul called on Townsend. Townsend got a handful of jersey. Coach Donahue clearly wants an intentional foul called, but I'm not sure the referees will see it that way.
And Townsend is practicing her, who, me? Which she can use all the way up through her collegiate career.
But they are going to call a technical. Well, not a technical, an intentional foul, so this will be free throws and a 1-and-1 afterwards.
So 2 out of 3 secures this game in my mind. There's 1.
And she will get a second. Second shot is also good, so Sloss with 7 second-half points. And DeLauro will inbound. 46-41, 13.5 seconds left. They need a quick foul, ideally something under 2 seconds. Sloss will dribble away, force Townsend to come out. And I think at this point it is far too long. This is an academic game right now. Foul by Greta Kramer about 10 seconds after they needed it. But nonetheless, this will still send Cassidy Marquez to shoot a 1-and-1.
There's the varsity girls. We will see them coming up following this game. 2 seconds left in it.
There was massive confusion after
That's
that
the end of it.
First shot. It was a 1-and-1. And the rebound came right back to Marquez, who just kind of looked around going, well, do I shoot it? Do I give it to the referee? What do I do here?
What do I do exactly? Yep.
The clock runs down, and that will do it. Final score, 46-41. DeLauro with 23 points in each half. Nevada Union, a disappointing 13 second-half points. And that really is the key to that game. Nevada Union did not have any offense to speak of, despite DeLauro giving them more opportunities than they did in the first half. Certainly the player of the game for DeLauro. Well, I suppose you can make a case for both Sylvia Sloss and Christina Huckabee. Sloss ices the game from the free throw line, but Huckabee with 9 second-half points, instrumental in their victory and their second-half dominance.
So we watch the girls warm up here, and if you look on the left side of the screen there, yes, those are camouflage jerseys. This is 2015, Steve, and the warm-ups here are more interesting than ever. So with the JV game in the books and with the varsity on the floor, it's time for us to step aside and come back with Gil Dominguez, who will have some pre-game comments from the coaches, John McDowell and Mike Takayama, and then it's tip-off time, so don't go anywhere.
Accidents happen, and Trips Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Trips is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Trips works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Trips Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Back at the Allied Gymnasium, Paul Brown, Steve Sitter, in anticipation of a very good basketball game against the Nevada Union Miners and the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Steve, what do you anticipate here? What are we going to see tonight?
I think we're going to see much like we saw in the JV game. High-powered offense against a high-powered defense. Nevada Union prides itself on being able to stop teams from scoring rather than just piling the points on. And Del Oro, much like the JV team, is going to look to keep building on momentum, probably with a full court press, and force Nevada Union to help themselves out. And really, Del Oro's offense is fantastic. Just looking at the numbers, Lauren Hain, 56% from beyond the three-point line, and she is also the team leader with 13.3 points per game. So she is going to be instrumental in how this game turns out. On the other side, Sammy DeHart with 15 points per game is playing fantastic despite being out for part of the season with a concussion.
So we're going to throw it down now over to Gil Dominguez, who has Mike Kakiyama. Gil, are you there?
Yeah, I am, and with me, of course, is the legendary coach Mike Takayama. He doesn't like me to say that, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Well, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, and as I always tell you, we don't really talk to the visiting coaches too much, but you're one of those guys that has been around here even longer than us, and part of the touchdown family, I feel.
Well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to come up here and always be able to see you and your team, because it definitely is a nice place to come and a great touch. I even played here against Stackhouse and Dabini back in the day, so it means a lot to me to be here.
Yeah, a lot of memories here in the Allied Gymnasium, and of course they've got a new floor and they put in some new bleachers, but you go back to the days of the wooden bleachers.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what these polyurethane things are, but anyway, yeah, there's no doubt. It's a great place to visit, and it's always a tough game for us up here.
Well, in the past 2 years, or even longer than that, it's been the championship game when you guys play.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, NU has been our rival. I mean, even though it's 45 minutes away or so, they've always been up, and we've always got up for them up here. It's always been a great game. This year, though, you know, we have the defending champs in NU, but we also have a champ from another league, Oak Ridge. So it's going to be a tough battle no matter which way you go. You
got Oak Ridge, you got Folsom joining the league. I'm not thinking that, it's the NU DO chokehold on the championship anymore.
No, it's definitely going to be a lot of hard work, and, you know, we all know Oak Ridge's history as well. So, but it's great. You know, it's great for our basketball. The SFL is as tough as any league around now, and this game will be just part of that.
Now, I was talking to you a little bit before we went on the air, and I mentioned to you Gansky's, Coach Gansky over at Bear River crossed the 600-game threshold. You're a member of that club as well. How special is that for a coach?
Well, you know, I don't think he really counts them. I didn't really count him up either, but he's had a fabulous career, and I'm so happy for Coach Gansky. And, you know, one, it means that we've really coached for a really long time, but also, you know, we're part of each other's successes as well. I know back in his Bear River days, he brought the best out of Del Oro, and hopefully we brought the best out of his teams as well.
Well, the whole Del Oro, Bear River, and the other league, and then the Del Oro Nevada Union rivalry is really, I think, the essence of what high school sports is all about.
There's no doubt, and you know, that's one reason why I've been. This is my 29th year, and I enjoy, you know, coming out here and having the girls just put everything out on the line and having these types of rivalries. It's been a lot of fun.
It is, and to have these rivalries so close at home, like you said, just 45 minutes away, and you guys are actually Placer School District, so you're in there with Placer and Colfax all in the same school district.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, I still remember the days when Coach Strom and Coach Ryan from Colfax, Coach Gonzalez, those are the guys that I actually tried to model my coaching after, because they were the most successful coaches at that time.
I heard Stromey was in the house today, but I haven't seen him so far for the girls' game, but he was here a little bit earlier. Let's talk about your team this year. Pretty good preseason record.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we dropped a couple in the last tournament, but we've won 3 out of our 4 tournaments this year. And it's been a very good team. You know, Lauren Hine leads us in many categories, but we've had a very good team effort. Ellie Runtes and Ty Moranin have done a great job at the point guard spot, and Mick Balzer and McKenna, Mitchell really do a great job at the wing positions. And our depth is coming on, so hopefully we'll get better and better as the league goes on.
Now, what do you know about the NU team and how you're going to play them?
Well, you know what? I mean, obviously they wear the crown right now, and Sammy DeHart's been a big part of it for her 4 years here. So she's our number one priority. But, you know, at the same time, they shoot the ball very well. So we have to limit their 3 balls and make sure we get on the boards, and maybe we can get something going the other direction too.
And maybe walk out of here with the W.
Let's hope.
All right, Coach. Listen, thanks a lot for joining us on the pregame show. Always a pleasure visiting with you and catching up with you and seeing what happened with the Del Oro team.
Thank you. Likewise.
All right, Coach Mike Takayama there. Class act for the Del Oro Lady Golden Eagles. And right in here is the head guy for the Lady Miners, John McDaniel. You know, it's always fun to talk with Mike.
Hey, he's a great coach. I mean, how many wins does that guy have?
603.
Well, there you go.
I think he was saying that's the section record for basketball coaches. It was just 602, and of course Gansky just crossed 600 as well.
Right. No, those 2 great coaches. You say those 2 names, and people kind of stand up and say, "Oh yeah, I know those guys."
Well, they battled each other also back when he was at Bear River, and then of course here when he was at NU. So 29th year coaching. Number 7 for you?
Yeah, number 7. So I got, 22 years to go.
I think you got a lot of tread on that tire, though, so I don't think the Lady Miners are in any trouble. Okay, so Del Oro's in the house, opening night of the league. How exciting is that?
I told the girls before the game there's a couple nights that I really, really like, and opening night is right there, top 3. So it doesn't get any better.
How are they looking, and how do you plan to attack Del Oro?
You know, we plan to do what we like to do. If they come and man us, we're going to look to push the ball. I'd like to press them. I like to press anyone that I can. And we'll come out and see if we can press them and then look to push and then mix it up a little bit on defense.
All right. Well, listen, we ran a little bit long with Coach Takayama, but I'm sure you understand, and we'll see you later on down the season. We'll be here for that Granite Bay game as well, so plenty of Lady Minor basketball yet to come.
Yeah, awesome. Should be a good year.
All right. Listen, thanks a lot, John. All right, John McDaniel there as we get ready for player introductions, the tip-off national anthem. We got one more set of underwriters to thank, though. You're watching the NorCal Game of the Week right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Let's throw it back to Paul and Steve right now, guys.
Thank you, Gilbert. Always good to have the interviews from Gilbert Dominguez. And thank goodness we are right here, and because this is going to be a heck of a basketball game tonight. My partner Steve Sitter next to me here. We just watched a great JV game, and we're looking forward to the same here with the varsity.
Yeah, absolutely. These are 2 storied teams. And Coach Takayama mentioned Sammy DeHart, her 4th year, and she really does kind of have a target on her right now.
Yeah, you bet.
She has a lot of history against these teams, especially against Del Oro. But I think what Nevada Union has to their advantage, freshman Grace Goldsvig and sophomore AC Willis. I don't think that Coach Takayama really realizes how big a part of this team they are. They are 2 underclassmen that are both starters, and AC is actually the points per game leader for Nevada Union.
And with that said, we're anticipating a great ball game, but we'll be right back. This is your Touchdown Productions Sport Network. Coming up, NU basketball.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Back here on the campus of Nevada Union High School, and we're going to stand for the national anthem and then have the player introductions. So both teams will come out on the floor. We'll have the introductions of the starters.
For tonight's game. First for the Lady Golden Eagles, number 5, McKenna Mitchell.
McKenna Mitchell.
Number 10, Ellen Runte.
That's number 10, Ellen Runte.
Number 21, Hannah Jordan.
Takea Blaster. Hannah Jordan. And Lauren Hine. We'll talk about Lauren. Lauren, as Coach Takayama said, carries this team in the numbers offensively and defensively. Now the starting lineup for the Miners. There she is, Sammy DeHart, everybody's favorite player, and she'll carry a big load offensively. It's number 3, Sammy DeHart. Grace Pay, number 5. Solid, both offensively and defensively. She'll do a lot of the ball handling tonight. And big crowd pleaser, AC Willis. AC, also a scorer. She's one of the younger members of this team as a freshman. Getting the nod tonight, Sarah Lundmark. She'll get the nod at center, the 5'9" senior. And then finishing off the starting squad, number 33, Grace Gulvig. She is also a freshman. Wow, this team is loaded, huh, Steve?
Absolutely. They're set for a few years.
They really are. They're going to get better and better, and they're going to have trouble replacing Sammy DeHart as a scorer, but I think after we watched that wonderful game, the JVs, they've got some players coming up that can actually take her place. So we'll throw the ball up here momentarily. It'll be Grace Gulvig, and she will jump against her number 33, Lauren Hain.
Both 6 foot tall, one senior, one freshman.
The Miners have had trouble putting the ball in the basket. They've had relatively low scoring games, but like Steve said earlier, they are excellent at defense, aggressive scrappers, and good pressers.
And if they do fall behind, they always have that full court press to fall back on.
Long ball starts the game off, no good. Underneath, that's Hannah Jordan getting the rebound. And Hannah will pick up a foul. It'll be NU ball.
Yeah, they're going to call it a jump ball. It was a tie-up under the basket. Valero starting the game with the full court press.
AC looking to get her first points and scores. That's her move right there. She'll come from the baseline and she goes off the backboard. She's very, very effective at that. Ball on the ground now and it'll get tied up.
Lundmark and Hain get tied up.
Del Oro, runner-up last year to these Lady Miners. The Miners, like Takayama mentioned, are the defending champions.
Nice volleyball move from AC Willis to break up that pass.
This is Runte. Runte underneath, she'll travel. Runte, number 10, will do the point guard duties.
Tried to keep her pivot foot, but slid just a bit.
Pay to Sammy, now down the middle. They have numbers. Quick underneath, no good, off the backboard.
Looks like the rebound squirted away from Michaela Balzer and will stay with the Lady Miners under the basket.
Sammy will go to Lundmark. Back into Sammy. Here's AC, and she doesn't like what she sees. Back out to Lundmark. She'll go another shot off the backboard. Third shot, no good, and there will be a foul. No, they're going to call it a jump ball. It looked like AC Willis was fouled, but they're going to call that a jump.
They'll stay with the Miners, however.
First three ball, no good. Lundmark unable to make her move before she's tied up, and that will be now an Del Oro possession.
4 jump balls in a minute 20.
That's something.
Maybe I should be keeping that stat.
Quick under the basket. Sammy not able to get the basket, but on a great steal, she'll get 2 from the line. Miners ahead 2-0 here early in the first. Sammy DeHart at the line was out for a number of games this season with a concussion. She took a brutal foul, a brutal intentional foul, I'll add. That put her out for, I believe it was 3 games. Miners are certainly glad to have her back. She makes 1 of 2. Full court press on.
She is the second leading scorer on the team with 15 points per game. To contrast, the leading scorer for Del Oro, Lauren Hain, has 13 points per game.
Under the basket, a foul. Getting away with the foul, Grace Golvig. Could have easily been a 3-point play.
And Gulsvig really just doesn't have the position. She tries to go over the top of Lauren Hain, who clearly has position.
First one is good. That's Hain. Mike, please. Hain with her second, and it's good as well. First points on the board for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that's how you beat a press right there. Grace Pay just drives up the middle.
Grace unable to finish, though, at the basket. I don't know about you, Steve, but this seems to be heating up. These girls, not only are they playing more aggressive, but you can see that this is going to be a fight night style basketball.
Tyler Moranin will come in for Ellen Runte. Doro to inbound under the basket.
Hain now kicks it back out. Long ball on its way. That's good. McKenna Mitchell. The senior puts it down and gives the lead now to the Golden Eagles.
A quick travel by Grace Pay. Ball kind of squirted away from her. She was going up for a pass and couldn't regain control before coming down.
Morana. Another 3 ball on its way, and that's going to be a foul. She's going to get 3 from the line. McKenna Mitchell scored on the last possession from the same spot. She'll get 3, and the first one comes short.
This Del Oro team is not afraid to shoot. Even during the JV game, a lot of their players, if they had the open shot, they took it. They didn't stop to think about it.
At the line, Mitchell is 0 for 2. Coming out of the game now, surprisingly, Grace Golvig. She will be replaced by Ella Watson. And the Miners trail by 3-6.
And Moranin will get called for a block. Grace Pay, I think, realizes that if she has half a step, that she's faster.
Yeah, by a good margin. Lundmark will go back out front. They're looking for Sammy. Coach Takayama has put his best player on NU's best player. Pay will go up for a basket, and she'll be fouled in the motion of shooting, so she'll go to the line with a couple.
I think this is the offensive style that really works best for Nevada Union. They do seem to have the faster team, so if they can get that edge, drive to the basket and draw contact, get to the free throw line, get some easy points.
Grace scores the first. And the second. Full court press on now. Eagles will throw it away. Long pass down court. Unable to connect, and NU will have the ball. Lundmark needs to make a move to the half-court line. Sammy will walk it down.
Loro didn't really seem committed to that press.
Quick underneath the move, and it's blocked. I believe that was by Hain. Hain, bigger than everybody else. Quick backs in, but can't score. They'll get the ball to AC, and she'll score from her favorite spot.
Almost knocked away by Sammy.
Quick inside. Hain inside again. Second shot is good. That is number 21, Hannah Jordan.
That was not a good pass.
Not at all. Jordan now with the ball again. Sammy now gets the best of Jordan. She'll have a free run to the basket and gets it. First field goal by Sammy tonight.
And a great individual effort to get there.
Good half-court basketball by both teams. Good defense. And that ball will be awarded to the Golden Eagles.
Look, it rolled off the foot of Ella Walton. Madison Tippett will come in now for Hannah Jordan.
Madison, the sophomore, 5'10". Also in the game now for NU will be number 15. That's Casey Baldwin.
Coming in for Sammy. Sammy looks like she's still on restricted duty, coming off of her injury. Ran in for a long two. No good.
Grace Pay will bring it down, and she'll bring it across half court. Pay a little out of control, but she's going to get the foul. It will not be a shooting foul, as both teams have 3 fouls tonight.
I believe that will be Del Oro's 4th.
Pay to inbound. Lundmark to Watson, all the way to Grace Pay, and Grace finds the range. Good shot, almost a 3-ball, but you're just inside the line. Now quick inside. Oh, look what I found, shot by Casey Baldwin, misses.
She didn't have a lot of time to set up. I think she realized it.
And you trapping now. Long ball on the way, no good. Another shot. That's Balser.
Long 2. Her foot was just on the line. And Nevada Union throws it away.
McKenna Balser had 2 shots at the basket. Neither one were all that close. Now Nevada Union can't take advantage. 11-10 Miners lead. 2 minutes left in the first. Sammy DeHart comes back in the game. She'll be replacing Ella Watson. There's a 3-ball, no good. Under the basket.
Great effort by Willis to box out the much bigger Marissa Wilson.
Great ball movement, and under the basket shot by Lundmark doesn't go.
And Grace Pay ties up Marissa Wilson. Marissa Wilson is a full 4 inches taller than Grace Pay. And there is some confusion. The possession arrow goes to the Miners. So we'll stay under the Del Oro basket, and Nevada Union will have possession. Let's take a look at this tie up under the basket. Grace Pay just streaks in out of nowhere to tie up the much bigger Marissa Wilson. There's just
Mike?
a lot of good individual efforts going on for the Lady Miners. Back to live action. Casey Baldwin will step to the line and shoot 2. Ellen Runty comes back in the game for Tyler Moranin.
There's Casey, the junior. She'll be back next year. Getting more and more playing time. Second one is good. So here comes back in the 2 big players for Del Oro. That'd be Hain and Hannah Jordan. Jordan now looking for Hain. Stolen by Grace Pay. Pay has numbers, but pulls up. 3-ball by Lundmark, no good. Off the head of Casey. And Del Oro will come down the floor. Long under the basket. Long ball by Hain, and it's down. I beg your pardon. Let's give credit where credit is due. That is
Allie Jabush.
Jabush.
Was knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Nevada Union. McKenna Mitchell will come back into the game for Balser. Long pass for DeHart. DeHart will set it up.
Hain on DeHart. DeHart way off the target. That's unusual. When you have a good player like Hain guarding you, makes shots much more difficult. DeHart has a great move inside. She likes to go down the key, but it's going to be much more difficult getting a step on Lauren Hain.
Right after that rebound, a quick foul is called on Lundmark. That's her first. A lot of fouls in this first quarter. A combined 9 fouls for both these teams.
This is Jordan. She wants that shot. Looks like she might have traveled. They're going to give her a travel. Little slide of the feet before setting up for that 3-ball.
That is Del Oro's 7th turnover of the quarter. Nevada Union with just 3.
Lundmark walking the ball over half court. She's looking inside for Sammy.
That ball looked like it went off the hand of Grace Pay, so it will go back for the Golden Eagles, who are leading 13-12, just under a minute left in the first quarter.
Hain now looking quick under the basket will find Jordan for an easy one.
Looked like someone may have stepped out of bounds.
That's what they were waiting for. I think they were waiting for a call, Steve, and now there's going to be another turnover. And you trailing by 3 here with less than a minute in the first.
Gulsvig's going to come back in for Baldwin. Add some defensive power.
Long pass now to the corner. Looking inside again. Quick inside, no good. That's Mitchell. Mitchell in and out. Jordan underneath, can't do it. Tries again, gets the bounce this time, and Jordan, she'll get her 6th point of the night.
8 seconds left. Nevada Union can still get a decent shot off here.
Grace Pay wants to try to take it all the way. Here's Sammy. She'll get a little runner off. No good. Should have gotten the foul. But that's the end of the first quarter. It's a good one here at Allied Gymnasium. Miners trailing by 5, 12 to 17-12. Coach John McDaniel will rally up his troops and have a word, as will Mike. He will talk to his players. So far, Steve, I think actually this is a pretty evenly matched team. Both felt each other out for the first 5 minutes of this game, and then it started to let loose a little bit of fire.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Nevada Union needs to calm down just a bit. They came out very strong, executing the plan that they wanted to come out here and execute. Fast offense, get Del Oro in foul trouble, get points from the free throw line, and everything else will come from that. But Del Oro really battled back late in that quarter, and man, that just seemed like a long first quarter.
It did, didn't it?
A lot of momentum changes, certainly. Del Oro did a very good job of adjusting to Nevada Union's pace of play, and in the end, they ended up using it against them. Del Oro played fast very well and forced Nevada Union to make some, I'm sure they would agree, some very stupid mistakes. A lot of turnovers. For a long time, Nevada Union just had 2 turnovers, and in 3 consecutive possessions, they just gave the ball back to Del Oro, and that's why Del Oro's ahead 17-12.
Well, John McDaniel put his starters back in. Sammy DeHart with AC, Lundmark, Gulsvig, all back in the game. Down the lane and with a long stretching ball that doesn't make it. Lundmark does a great job getting a crease and finding their basket.
Just those second, third chance opportunities. Del Oro's fighting for those rebounds. Nevada Union is not.
AC looking inside. They come to the top. Grace Pay. This is Gulsvig, and she'll be fouled. Gulsvig made a great drop step move, but was a little too deep under the basket. Didn't have a chance. Was bailed out with a foul.
That is the 16th foul for Del Oro. Nevada Union is in the bonus for the rest of this quarter.
That's 7 minutes in the bonus. That's big. But they got to make the free throws. The first one no good by Gulsvig.
Nevada Union in this game is getting out-rebounded 14-6. They really got to start fighting in the paint. Of course, as I say that, they get a rebound off a free throw.
Again, too deep under the basket. No possible way that's going in. That's Grace Pay.
I like the idea that she's trying to draw contact, but in that situation, she has to pass out to the open player once she gets double-teamed underneath.
Lundmark throws it out of bounds, and that'll be another NU turnover. NU not looking for or making plays for Sammy. I think that needs to change. They need to find her 3 ball. Mitchell. That's a Runty. Mitchell likes to shoot the 3 ball, and now we're going to have a palming. One thing I like about lady basketball, Steve, is that they're so polite about accepting fouls. And
there is John Hart, photographer for the Union. I believe he is retiring this year. John, there you go.
Good to see him always. Good to see representation from the Union. They do such a good job for the local schools, reporting on the games, putting pictures in.
We're seeing some somewhat sloppy play from 2 fast-paced teams tonight.
Both teams seem to be kind of waiting for the 4th quarter. You got the feeling that they're just going to trade punches for a while, although NU needs to pick up the slack a little bit. They've fallen behind, and there's a turnover. Mitchell underneath the basket is going to get one. Great play by Mitchell. NU desperately now needs a basket. It's been a while since they've scored. Pay up front, yells out a play.
Well, they are in the bonus. They should really use that.
Trying to get the ball to AC, they just give one away. There's another quick 2. That's 22-12. They're down by 10 points now. It's been 3 minutes since they've scored a basket. Pay will try the middle, and she'll be fouled.
And that's exactly what they have to do. And here's the play right by us. Sammy trying to just have a touch pass to Grace Pay, not realizing that Lauren Hain is 6 feet tall with a massive wingspan. She just throws her arms up and the ball finds it. Another missed free throw for Nevada Union. Just 4 for 9.
Good movement around. They'll go inside. And there's Hain. Hain extends the lead now to 14. Long ball by Grace Pay. No ball going down tonight and from the 3 line from NU.
Nice slapped out of her hand by DeHart. Subs coming in. Ella Walton will come in for Grace Gulsvig.
Hannah Jordan also going out. Hain staying in the game, and there's another one. Big ball. McKenna Mitchell seems to find the range. She likes that corner shot. She's shot it 3 times now, and that'll be the first of the 3 to go down. But John McDaniel's got to be worried.
I'd be worried too if I was Coach McDaniel. Their defense is breaking down and they're letting Del Oro get some easy shots. Right now, I think every single player for Nevada Union is in their own heads going, well, shoot, can I score? Where are the points going to come from? Down 16. And you see it there, 11-0 in the second quarter. And there's still 5 minutes left in this half. There's plenty of time to turn this around, but they're thinking so much about their offense that they're letting their defense slip a bit. Their defense was really, really good in the first quarter. That was the one area of the game that they didn't want to change at all.
Well, I also see on offense that they're just not moving much. They're not moving their feet. They look like they're trying to set something up, but nobody seems to be initiating the play. And they end up taking a shot that's not so good.
From what I see, Grace Pay is the only offensive player right now who has any life.
Any energy, I agree.
Almost a jump ball.
Trying to get it into Sammy. Sammy has to wrestle for it. And that will stay with the Nevada Union Miners.
That is 6 jump balls in this game. I've decided I'm going to start keeping that stat tonight.
Their match.
They will inbound. Acey's going to slide her feet and pick up another turnover.
And that hesitation is exactly what's wrong with our offense. If you think you have a step, take it. Draw a foul.
There's Mitchell again with another 3 ball. Just off. And under the basket, Hain will be fouled going up after getting the offensive rebound.
Hain, a very physical presence under the basket. She was responsible for most of Del Oro's 9 offensive rebounds. And those second chance opportunities are certainly not helping Nevada Union get back in this game.
Hain now gets her first. This game is getting more and more out of reach. Here come the Miners, who have yet to score here in the second quarter. Acey now to the corner. Getting tied up in the corner is Ella Watson, and Ella is going to have another turnover. Nothing good comes out of that corner. You can't get stuck in there. You better have someplace to go, either the baseline or back out again.
Well, Del Oro is playing a trap zone. Anytime a player gets in between 2 Del Oro defenders, they swarm. And Nevada Union has to realize that.
Good ball movement that time. That was Jabush to Hain, and a quick one comes the way of the Golden Eagles. 3 ball up and off the basket. Down by 19, the Miners.
Coach Takayama from the sideline yells timeout as soon as McKenna Mitchell secures the ball. And this has been a tough quarter for Nevada Union. Del Oro firing on all cylinders.
And you can see the frustration on John McDaniel's face. I can see him from where we're sitting. And he's saying basically, there's no movement here. We got to do something about getting some offense together once we do break the press. But he also has to tie up those turnovers. The turnovers are killing him.
Absolutely. Nevada Union with 10 turnovers, Del Oro with 8, but only 1 in this quarter. And you see the touchdown production scoreboard, Nevada Union without a point in this second quarter. 3:35 left, and Del Oro still playing the same game they've played all night.
Quick ball out from the side. No good. This is Runte. Runte will throw one up from behind the 3-point line.
Good court awareness by A.C. Willis, knowing she had the step. And if she could maintain her position, she'd draw a foul.
A.C. will go to the line.
Again, Nevada Union 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Del Oro 4 of 7.
AC off the front of the rim, no good. Quickly up, but not catching the foul is Gulsvig, and Gulsvig will get a couple from the line. Actually, that will now be Sammy that will actually get the foul, and she will go for a couple of free throws.
And you don't want to see 40% free throws. I mean, that is just a drop in the bucket, down 19, but if you're talking momentum, the little things to get you back in the game, it's got to start there.
First one goes down. Sammy DeHart here has already committed to play at Chico State, my alma mater, as well as Gil Dominguez, and my son and my mother also graduated from there. So I'm a big Chico State fan. They'll love her there.
Ellen Rente blows a tire. I didn't know you could lose an edge in basketball, but I think we just witnessed it. 31-14 the score. 3 minutes left in the half. Grace Pay gets run into by Ellen Rente.
So they'll go back to the line.
And this will be 2. That is the 10th team foul for Del Oro.
Like you said, Steve, about the only good thing going for the Miners right now is they do go to the line. If they can make all the free throws, they might be able to dig their way out of this hole. Down 16.
Grace gets one to roll in.
Runte. The balls are now back to Runte. Runte finds underneath. That's a great play, and that's great ball handling by Lauren Hain, but she can't score from underneath. Sammy tries for Goldsvig. Back to the front. That's Sammy's shot right there. No good off the back rim. Goldsvig tries. No good. And you just can't buy a basket, and it'll be turned over to Del Oro.
And that's just inexperience from Goldsvig. She is still a freshman. In a couple of years, that shot will be second nature to her.
Runte with the long ball. No one down court. They just can't give up those kind of shots. Hain getting an easy one for her 11th point of the game.
And Del Oro up 18 calls off their full court press.
Runte will set it up out in front. They'll slow the game down.
I think that's a good call.
Looking for Mitchell in the corner. It's not there. Goldsvig picks up the errant ball, and Nevada Union's back on offense. Let's see if they go over to AC on the left. No, Pay will just lose the ball trying to split the middle. Oh, good defense. Very good defense. That was Casey Baldwin. Good speed and standing there, able to slap the ball away.
Casey Baldwin's eating up minutes right now.
AC getting her lane, but not able to score.
That'll be another turnover from Del Oro. These teams are keeping pace with each other in turnovers anyway. Madison Tippett will come in for Allie Jabush. (33-15) Del Oro leading. Just over a minute left in the half. Nice pass to Sammy to Hart. Flips it up and in. Great pass down low. And a double dribble is now called on Ellen Runte. So Del Oro with another turnover. That is their 13th.
Pay to Sammy. Oh, there's the three ball we've been waiting for. Miners cut the lead to 13 now. There's another steal. No, it's retained by the Golden Eagles, and underneath the basket, they get a turnover. 49 seconds left, and there's life in the Ally.
Del Oro is certainly giving Nevada Union chances. There's no denying that. Getting consistent points on the board, though, that's the part of the game Nevada Union needs to figure out.
Dave walks the ball down. Casey Baldwin will try the center. She'll get a little throw shot and is fouled. I like Casey's game here. She's getting more and more minutes and really a contributor. We haven't seen that this year, Steve.
Well, what we're seeing now from Nevada Union is how they started the game. Get the ball, drive it down low. Get the passes out, drive it again.
First one off the front rim.
Morgan Brumman will come in for Owen Runte, who's having a rough game. And these bench players really are getting good minutes, and they need to make the most of it.
In and out now. And it looks like AC is going to wrestle the ball away, and she'll get a jump ball.
That's 7.
Ball is still in possession of Del Oro. With 33 seconds left.
Got a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And Del Oro will get a chance. I beg your pardon, the Miners will get a chance to handle the ball before the half. 18 seconds.
Probably a good idea to hold for the last shot. If they can get a good look beforehand, then absolutely take it.
AC will try the center, and she will get a good shot and a good look at it. No good, though. Unable to make that one fall. 1 second left. They'll get a big old throw down the court. It'll carry them off, and that'll be the half. Nevada Union picking up some points late, but is still trailing by 13, 20-33. That was a goose egg for a while, but now 7 points on the scoreboard for NU. And with that, we will take a break here. This is your Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Accidents happen, and Tripp's Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Tripp's is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Tripp's works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Tripp's Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. 3rd generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
You're back at the Allied Gymnasium. Paul Brown, Steve Sitter. Steve, let's talk about this first half. You've got some stats for us.
Oh, I do, and it really doesn't look that good for Nevada Union. They are being outplayed in the paint quite decisively. Del Oro combined 23 rebounds, Nevada Union with 12, and that's just unacceptable. Del Oro doesn't have that much of a size advantage, but they really are outplaying Nevada Union under the basket for those rebounds. Del Oro has as many offensive rebounds that Nevada Union has total, and that just can't happen. Lauren Hain is just playing so much harder than anyone else on Nevada Union to get those 2nd, 3rd, even 4th chance opportunities. And in a game like this, Nevada Union just can't let that happen. They have to really work hard to secure the ball, get possession, and keep it, because Del Oro gave up 15 turnovers. Nevada Union with just 11, and that really is the story Nevada Union should work with. Their defense has to fuel their offense, and right now it's just not happening. And also 7 for 16 free throws. I have to mention that, 7 for 16.
You know, Steve, the boss is waving us off over here. He's got somebody special to interview. Here's Gil Dominguez.
I'd say it's somebody special. We got Coach Stromey right here, the Strominator.
That's because, Gil, you're a good historian. Picked me out of the crowd back from the glory days.
You know, when I first started 18 years ago, I always thought Tom Fitzsimmons was the great historian because he had been here so much longer than me, knew everybody, knew all the names and everything. And I always wanted to be like that. And now, 18 years later, I got a little of that history too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Now I wanted you to come over tonight because, as you probably read in the paper, during the preseason, Coach Gansky went over the 600 win mark.
I know, yeah. You know what? I stopped counting though. Apparently he's been counting.
No, somebody counts.
Yeah, well, I haven't been counting, but you know.
No, I know.
I think he might have me though because, you know, he's been doing it a lot longer than I have, and he's coached at a lot of different levels. He was up here for a while. He's down Bear River, and he's an awesome coach, and he does a great job.
Well, we got another.
I emailed him the next day and congratulated him because I know as a coach, longevity is a huge accomplishment. It really is.
It is.
In this day and age, a lot more challenges than it used to be.
It is, and we got another 600 game winner in Mike Takayama here in the house tonight.
But did you ask him how many losses he had?
No, I didn't.
Some of those are mine that I handed him. So don't let him brag it up too much, Gil, all right?
No, he talked about playing
He'd probably have a lot more if it wasn't for me. No, I'm not bragging, but there's another wonderful guy. Wonderful man. I watch his teams play every year, and even since I retired, and like tonight. And they're just disciplined, and they play so hard, and they're so efficient. He does a wonderful job. I don't know how he's lasted that long for me. I opened the furnace door too many times, and finally there wasn't a whole lot of flame in there. But he's kept it going, and that's the same with Dwayne, and that's a great accomplishment.
Well, 29 years, Mike was telling me that he's been at this. How many years did you put in?
20 years as the varsity girls basketball coach.
And that is certainly a lifetime of achievement. And I remember many great Del Oro and Lady Minor games.
Oh, I had so much fun. And I'm really still enjoying the people that I coached. Tonight I came up here early to watch the freshman game. Kim Veal, Kim Evans now, Jen Krill, both ex-players of mine, both section champion winners, coaching the freshman girls basketball team. Michelle Masseri, down at Sac High, won the section title last year, Division II. So these are all ex-players of mine, and it's so exciting to see them coaching and the enthusiasm they bring. And I know that they're great for kids because they're really great people, great teachers.
Well, there's no doubt that when you coach as long as you did, or Gansky or Takayama, you are making an impact on people that love the game and move that forward.
Well, I like to feel that way. I think, I was a dedicated teacher here at Nevada Union for 34 years. And I think, some of the best coaches are just really good teachers and really care. It's not so much what you know anymore. It's that you care about kids more, and they can really pick up on that. And so if you're a good coach, the kids pick up on that these days. They know you care, you're putting in the time, the work, the dedication, and they'll play hard for you. And that's what I'm seeing tonight at all levels. Gia and the JV and John on the varsity, those kids are playing their hearts out, and it's cool to see.
It is, and I saw you over in the crowd, and we got a picture of you, and I said, we hadn't talked to you in a long time, and you were always a great interview. You could always get a good quote or a Stromeyism out of you at the end of the game, and it was just real fun, so I just wanted to touch base and tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, come join me at the half.
They were, it was a lot of fun, Gil, as you know. It was a great run. Occasionally I'll pull out the old scrapbook and look and chuckle. Still hear from those kids, but really had a lot of fun, and I really feel privileged to have coached them. I feel really privileged to have taught at this high school. I'm still bleeding blue and gold.
I hear you. All right, well, listen, great to see you again, Coach, and thanks for coming out, and always great to see you here at the games.
I'll see you again. I'll see you some more. Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year to you, Coach, the legendary Coach Strom there, 20 years with the Lady Miners. Go ahead and roll that music now because we're going to take one last break here before the second half. Come back with Paul and Steve as you continue to watch the NorCal Game of the Week right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
And we join our game in progress here. We've already gotten started in the second half, and I'm going to hand the play-by-play over to standing Steve Sitter. Steve?
Thanks, Paul. We are back in the second half. Del Oro will have the ball. 33-20 is the lead. And one of the stats I didn't get to really touch on too much from the first half were the steals. Nevada Union had 6 steals compared to Del Oro's 4. And Nevada Union's defense really was the best part of their game in the first half. If they can keep that up, as a travel is called on Tyler Moranin, Del Oro's 16th turnover of the game, then that really is the start of everything Nevada Union needs to do. Their defense was strong. If their offense can ride that momentum that all the turnovers and the steals will bring, then I think Nevada Union still has a shot at getting back in this.
Grace Pay going down the middle and gets a errant ball off the backboard, and then Golsvig comes in and fouls.
That's Golsvig's 4th foul, so she's going to have to come out. Walton will come in and replace her.
Ella Watson will come in, like you say.
And you has the press back on. Del Oro didn't have too many problems breaking it. And Moranin will dribble up, long pass stolen by Grace Pay. And now Grace Pay will look to run with it. The right hand, and she's going to get called for throwing an elbow.
Just trying to make a little room for herself, Steve. I don't blame her. She puts the hand out, gives a little push. That call normally doesn't get called, but you certainly see it a lot in high school basketball.
And it certainly happened there. She tells McDaniel she was just trying to stop, and that was a natural stopping motion, but it is a foul. Del Oro finally gets to the half court, only 11 seconds on the shot clock. There's a long pass to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3, no good. And on the second effort, Lauren Hain is fouled.
Yeah, Sammy got one over the back, and it was iffy. anytime you block from the backside and the officials on the other side, it's a call they're going to probably make.
That's only Sammy's second foul of the game as Hain gets the first free throw to roll in. Hain, a very physical presence out on the court, both for offense and defense. She has 13 points tonight and is the team leader. Del Oro calls off their full court press. I believe they will just stick to the half court for the remainder of the game. Sammy takes a long three off the rim, and rebound taken Jordan. Tyler Moran, the 5'3" sophomore, the shortest player on the court. Goes left to Mitchell. Mitchell, long pass, broken up by Willis, and there's a foul called. I believe it'll be on Willis, even though she caught that ball pretty clean.
Yeah, I think a no call would have been a better call there. Both players going for the basketball, but Willis does pick it up.
Nevada Union's picked up 5 team fouls in 3 minutes.
And in 3 minutes of the second half, neither team has scored.
There's a long two on the way, but there's an offensive foul called before the shot, away from the ball. That foul's going to be on Lauren Hain. That was only Hain's second foul. For a physical player, she has stayed out of foul trouble. Okay, over to Willis. Willis with her left hand. Over to Walton. Walton puts it up, and it's blocked by Mitchell, but she gets her own rebound. And this will wind up being another Nevada Union turnover.
Here's a replay on that block. Take a look at it. Boy, I'll tell you, it doesn't get any cleaner than that. Walton going up and is met at the top of the reach of Lauren Hain.
Del Oro is playing a very good game on defense, blocking out a lot of Nevada Union chances. And you're back in the full court press. Long pass broken up by Grace Payne. Saves it nicely. Willis dribbles out of trouble over to Pay, and Pay will set up the offense. Pay down low, and that pass was broken up easily.
Trying too hard to get it into Sammy.
Hain over to Balzer, and Balzer puts it up and in. And Nevada Union quickly up court. Sammy, long two, no good, but gets her own rebound. Throws it out, nice pass for Willis. Willis puts it up, no good. Not much of a jump. And the errant pass almost saved by Moranin. And Coach McDaniel will take a timeout. Much different half of basketball. I can't really say it's been a better half for either team, but it's been a different half.
Well, there's a goose egg on the scoreboard for NU. They haven't yet to score here in this second half, but I believe it's only 2 points for Del Oro as well. 4 points, I beg your pardon, you're right. It was 33-20 at the half.
And the offensive struggles are not being helped out by fouls. Nevada Union with 5 team fouls, Del Oro with just 1.
There it is, there's your touchdown production scoreboards. Ideally, the Miners should take advantage of this slow first part of the quarter and hopefully get some points, but they just haven't been able to find the basket at all.
After the turnover, Nevada Union inbounds. Lundmark up to Pay. Pay trying to set it up, gets the edge on the right side. Over for Willis. Willis can't handle the bounce pass. Gets it knocked out of her hands and off Willis's head. That will be another Nevada Union turnover. Good defense by Moranin. NU now with 15 turnovers, Del Oro with 20, although the scoreboard does not reflect those totals at all. Moranin down low, pass picked off by Ella Walton. And now Nevada Union tries to run with it, but they pull up. They don't have the numbers. Back down low. No arc on that pass, and then hammered from behind is Walton. Gets her own rebound twice. And another jump ball is called.
It's amazing how many rebounds Walton gets under there. She's the smallest player on the court.
Walton will come out. Baldwin will come in. Possession arrow for the Eagles after the 8th jump ball of the night. Press breaks apart. And Runty throws it over Balzer. Down a wide open Jordan, but she passes it off to Balzer, who now has 6. That was very interesting. All she had to do was turn around and put it up, but I suppose an assist works as well. There's a foul on Balzer.
Miners with 5 fouls in the quarter. And that is only the second now on Del Oro.
Audrey Yakis comes in for Sammy DeHart. Sammy leads the team with 10 points. And Grace Pay under her with 5. The shot by Lundmark, and she's fouled from behind. So back to the free throw line. Nevada Union 7 for 16. Just 46% in the first half. And Lundmark with her first point of the game on that free throw.
Couple of notches on the scoreboard for NU finally.
Yeah, the first points of the quarter. There's a long pass ahead for Mitchell. Mitchell saves it to Balzer, throws it back out for Runty. Now they set up with 19 on the shot clock. Pass across for Mitchell. Mitchell throws it cross court to Balzer. Down low, almost picked off by Pay. And that pass is knocked away by A.C. Willis. Del Oro will inbound with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Good ball movement by Del Oro.
Long pass out to Hain. Hain drives with the left hand, and she puts it up. That was too easy. Lauren Hain with 15 points. Long up pass knocked out of bounds. (41-22) with 2:48 in the third quarter. Del Oro lighting up the Allied Gymnasium tonight. Ball went over to Pay. Pay for the left hand. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Del Oro. And Runty throws it over to Balzer. Balzer back to Runty for 3. No good. Rebound taken, Hain. Hain puts it up, is blocked and fouled. And Lauren Hain will go to the line. Hain leads Del Oro with 15 points. McKenna Mitchell with 9, and Michaela Balzer with 6. And now Hain with 16. Elijah Bush and Courtney Hertz come into the game for Jordan and Mitchell. Also into the game for Nevada Union is Jen Becker in for Baldwin. Second shot on the way from Hain. And it's good. Nevada Union with 16 fouls puts Del Oro in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Pass down low, broken up, stolen by Hertz. Only the 6th Del Oro steal of the night. Runs a long pass for Jabush. Jabush in the corner for 3. That's off the back of the backboard.
I'm surprised they didn't declare that out.
Yeah, I thought that hit pipe.
I did too.
But it does fall out of bounds, and it is Nevada Union's ball. Grace Pay brings it up. Del Oro up by 21. Nevada Union looking for any sort of offensive spark. Long pass for Willis. Willis goes with the left hand, no good. Rebound Becker. Long two on the way. That's no good. Del Oro takes the rebound.
Lundmark has a shot put-like shot. It doesn't really come from the elbow, but it kind of comes from the wrist.
Pass down low for Hertz. Hertz puts it up. No good, and there's a loose ball foul. Sarah Lundmark got a bit of an edge on Lauren Hain. Almost a hip check. I think that's actually what the referee called, was a hip check. So Del Oro will go to the line 1-1. Hain sitting with 17 points. And gets the first shot to roll in. After going 4 for 7 in the first half, Del Oro is 5 for 5 here in the second half from the free throw line. There's the first miss, but the rebound taken underneath. A couple of offensive rebounds, and the ball pops back out to Runte. Runte to Drummond. And Drummond to Jabush, back up to Runte, 18 on the shot clock. Del Oro is not in any rush. Long three on the way. No good. And Lundmark with good position comes up with the first defensive rebound for Nevada Union in the second half.
Can you believe that? That's incredible.
Hey, over to Becker. Becker spins and is fouled, so Becker will get to the line.
Good for Becker. I think she just found herself in that spin move. Was shocked that she had a shot and then was fouled.
Her shot rolls in. So Becker gets on the scoreboard.
That's a good shot at Jen.
Her shot just nicks the rim, and the rebound taken by Hain. And Rente brings it up, 44-23, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Lauren Hain goes up and draws a foul. That will be on Grace Pay.
Hain with 18 points tonight and looks to be more really an impressive player, Steve. Clearly the best player on the floor, but has control of both hands, dribbles well.
And that is Grace Pay's fourth foul. She's really the only player on offense who's trying to get something going for these Miners.
That's true.
Losing her would be a massive blow. They would have to find someone else to run the offense, and she stays in the game, which really is a testament to her importance.
You know, usually you see that from A.C. Willis. Willis will, you know, kind of spark the team, find some room like she is trying to now, but not much energy coming out of Willis tonight.
There's 8 on the shot clock. And that pass broken up and ends up as a steal. Del Oro runs up the court and as time expires. The score is 46-23. Del Oro on top of the Lady Miners.
As we see the touchdown production scoreboard, incredible lopsidedness there. 19-3. Nevada Union came out of the clubhouse after the half, and it was all downhill since after. There's Coach Mike Takayama talking to his players, always teaching. You've got to be frustrated if you're John McDaniel when you're accustomed to having teams that score big numbers. Last year we saw, you know, typically you'd see 65, even 70 points out of the Miners, and this year just having trouble putting the ball in the hole. Now there's a correct scoreboard from your touchdown production scoreboard. 13-3 is the actual scoring.
And comparing this team to the past few teams is really unfair when you consider the names that
True.
have come out of this program. Nicole Lyerly, Melanie O'Brien, Sydney Porter.
Right.
Those are all fantastic players and not easily replaced. And this is a pretty young squad with a couple of underclassmen on it. Starting on it, no less. There's Pay, drives. No good. Fighting for the rebound. It comes out. There's a three on the way from DeHart. Rolls around. No good. And the rebound will get knocked out of bounds. And will go to the Golden Eagles. Nevada Union is 1 for 8 3-point shooting. Del Oro not doing that much better, 2 for 13, but they have not needed a long shot tonight. There's the press. Runte dribbles right through it, jump stops, bounces out to Drummond. Drummond for 3, and those are her first points of the night.
Great shot by Drummond from the corner.
Drummond off the bench, 5'4" junior with a good shot. There's a pass down low for Golsvig, and Golsvig gets on the score sheet for the first time tonight with 2. Anna Jordan drives, dishes off, and peeled off by Jabush. Back to Runte. Runte down low for Jordan. Another 3 on the way. No good, and Grace Pay with the rebound. They need some help in the backcourt, and Golsvig throws it to DeHart. DeHart looking for an isolation play. Dribbles in, and she draws a foul.
That'll be the 5th foul on Del Oro.
The foul is on Jordan, and that is her 4th. So Pay also with 4 fouls, still in the game. And now Jordan comes out, replaced by Lauren Hain. Pass out for Golsvig. Golsvig to DeHart. DeHart guarded by Hain. Over to Pay. Pay for 3. It's no good. Rebound falls to Jabush. Runte, long pass to no one. And that is the first Del Oro turnover of the quarter. Del Oro with 23 turnovers on the night and still ahead by 24. Nice pass up to Golsvig. Golsvig stops, takes her time, and puts up the jumper.
2 in a row for Golsvig.
And if nothing else, that's great for the confidence of a young player. Pass over to Drummond. Drummond tosses it down low for Hain. Hain long pass. And the jumper on the way, and it's good. 2 more for Ali Jabush. Brings her up to 5 on the night. 51-27. Nevada Union showing some signs of offensive life. 4 quarters in. And here's Willis with a 3 on the way. Rolls out, and the rebound taken nicely by Runte, who throws it way ahead for Drummond. Drummond all by herself under the basket, and she puts it up and in.
Drummond coming off the bench and getting some points.
Down low for Golsvig. Golsvig puts it up. No good, and the rebound taken Del Oro. Quick passing up ahead, but all alone is Lauren Hain. No one picks her up from the corner, and another easy 2 points for Del Oro.
You just can't leave a player like Lauren Hain alone. They quickly broke that press, and there she is by herself.
Nevada Union is putting all their efforts on offense, and they are not getting back in time at all to defend against these fast break points. There's a 3 on the way. Misses just about everything. Rebound taken by Del Oro. Runte throws it in the corner. Almost rolls off of Drummond's arm out of bounds, but she manages to hang on to it. And there's an open lane for Hain. Willis comes down. Rebound fought over, and there is a quick jump ball call. I think Willis may have managed to swing the ball out and around, but this late in the game, referees aren't taking any chances.
Here's a replay on that. You can see as she goes up, ball just rims off. AC going up. Great battle for the ball, as she always does. Seems like AC plays on the ground an awful lot.
I don't believe she's come out of the game in this half. Hayne drives the basket. It's blocked. Nevada Union with the rebound. Hay brings it up quickly. Passes it down low for Gulsvik. Gulsvik too hard off the glass. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up again, no good. And no jump ball called there as Madison Tippett comes down with the rebound. Long pass up to Mitchell. Mitchell back up for Moranin. Moranin for three. Nicks the rim, no good. Rebound Nevada Union. Pay long pass up, broken up by Moranin, but Willis comes up and gets it swatted away by
AC
Lauren
thought
Hayne.
she had a basket, Steve. She thought she was going to glide in and put one in for two, and Laura Haynes said no doing.
Hayne now comes out, replaced by the 6'2 freshman Riley Moore.
Watch the replay on this. Here comes Lorna Haynes. She's got her all the way. Swats that ball away.
Back to live action. Grace Gulsvig puts up a rebound, or an offensive rebound, puts it in and is fouled. So Gulsvig, who had 0 points coming into this quarter, now has 6 with a chance to make it 7. Arcing free throw, no good, but there's a lane violation called. And the violation will be on Riley Moore, so NU will have another free throw. A little too hard this time. Rebound comes to Del Oro. Brandon brings it up quickly. Nevada Union 10 for 22 on free throws, but there's a nice pass broken up by Willis. Willis manages to get there, gets position, and puts it up and in.
Now that's the AC Willis we're accustomed to seeing.
Blocked that pass with 2 hands.
And then out hustles the other player to get the 2 points.
Another great volleyball move from Willis.
Go, go, go.
Mitchell to Moranin. Moranin down low. That pass knocked away by Pay. And now Moore tries to find something. Ball swung around, a 3 on the way and good. McKenna Mitchell with 12 on the night.
And 3 of those 12 are 3 balls from the corner.
There's a 3 on the way, misses. Offensive rebound. And before the pass gets away, Lundmark moves her pivot foot. Nevada Union with 17 turnovers, Del Oro with 24. So both teams have a good amount of work to do protecting the ball. Del Oro passing it around up top, clearly in no hurry to get a play developed. There's a long 2 on the way. That's no good. Rebound taken by Gulsvig. Let's pass out to Willis. Willis can't quite control it to get a fast break, but she puts up a 3, which is no good. Rebound falls out of bounds off of Walton. A few subs coming in. Jem Becker enters the game. Audrey Jackus back in, giving Lundmark and Walton a breather, and Del Oro will inbound. Nevada Union calls off the press. 58-31 with 2:15 left in the game. I'd say that's a pretty prudent move.
I agree.
Nice move by Balzer. Throws it back out to Tippett. Tippett around 3 on the way and good. Mitchell now with 15 points. Much to the delight of the Del Oro fans. Long pass to Becker. Becker puts it up, no good. Rebound taken by Moore. Balzer brings it up into the corner. That pass knocked away, and a nice saving move to throw it off the leg of Becker.
Looks like AC Willis is going to come off finally. I think you're right, Steve. That may be the first time she's come off the floor tonight. She'll be replaced by Baldwin.
Now we're all set to inbound. That's Maddie Wilson. Over to Orderica. Orderica to Barber. Barber throws it up, and this will be an over and back. Another Del Oro turnover, making 25 on the night for the Golden Eagles.
30-point game here. 30-point difference. The Miners trailing 31-61. Less than a 2-minute spread on the clock, and we're going to see some of the subs come in, obviously.
Hay puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound taken by Del Oro, and there's a travel on the freshman Riley Moore.
You know, be sure to join us next time. Nevada Union Miners will be facing the Grizzlies from Granite Bay. You can see that on YouTube, and of course Comcast Channel 11, Southern Link 16, and the Educational Channel 18. We'll be having bonus coverage. The girls will be playing just before the boys game. Steve Sitter and myself will be there, and we'll give you some bonus coverage, so we'll check in on the Lady Miners and watch the second half of that game prior to the boys game. It'll be great coverage for a great day of basketball. We'll be bringing it to you right here from Touchdown Productions.
Yeah, that'll be a day full of basketball here in the Ally. Lots of games going on.
I understand, Steve, there are actually 6 games that day, 2 freshman games, 2 JV, and then, of course, the girl in the finishing it off with the varsity boys. .55 seconds left on the clock.
Del Oro just burning some time off now. That ball stripped away. Another Del Oro turnover. Up the court, Nevada Union with numbers. Pay puts it up and in. Those are her first points of the half after scoring 5. She now has 7, which is her average. Pass squirts through the middle. Another Del Oro turnover. Ball squirts out of bounds, but it will go back to Del Oro. And with no shot clock now, I'd have to imagine that the Golden Eagles will just run the clock out.
I would certainly hope.
Well, they work it inside. Jump shot no good. Rebound taken by Pay. And another foul. And that is the 7th team foul. So that will result in a 1-and-1 for Nevada Union. If nothing else, a chance to increase their free throw percentage tonight, which is in dire need of some help.
Grace Bay has been a big part of this game. A definite spark plug for the Miners. I also like her nice red shoes. Those are the ones I would have picked. There you go.
Second shot is good. Opay with 9 points will come out. 16 seconds, no full court press. I think that'll about do it for this game. Of course, as I say that, it is almost stolen by Ella Walton, who no doubt would have tried to put some more points on the board for Nevada Union. Yeah, 2-1, and that'll do it. A very long night of basketball for these Lady Miners comes to a close as they fall to the Golden Eagles by a final score of 61-35. At one point scoring just 3 points in the third quarter. And I think that's where the whole story of this game is. There's no consistent offensive production from these Lady Miners tonight.
Certainly not on offense, Steve. Held them off for a part of the first quarter purely on defense, but when you can't score more than 35 points in a basketball game, you're not going to win many. There's your final scoreboard, Touchdown Productions scoreboard. The Miners going down 35-61. There's Walter Ford from the Union talking to Coach John McDaniel. You'll be able to read all about this game and all the varsity games tomorrow in the Union. Take a look and see. Also, we'll Got KNCO broadcasting live tonight from the Crow's Nest up top above us.
Well, anytime Del Oro's in town, you know that'll bring the press out.
And Steve, you got some final stats for us, I'm sure.
I do, but not too many of them are very good. Nevada Union getting destroyed in pretty much every category except turnovers. Del Oro with a staggering 28 turnovers tonight, which is both a testament to the Nevada Union defense and Del Oro's sort of lackluster play with the ball. They really didn't care too much if they gave the ball away, especially late in the game. And Nevada Union with 12 steals, Del Oro with 7. Having gotten the positives out of the way, let's take a look at every other stat I have. Free throws, 12 for 24 for Nevada Union, just 50%, and that's indicative of how this game went. It was just low morale, and 12 points really wasn't going to put them back in this game.
And low energy, pretty much from the beginning. There wasn't a lot of energy on the side of the Miners at all tonight.
No, you're absolutely right. They came out with the energy necessary, and then they just sort of flatlined. In terms of rebounds, Del Oro with 42 rebounds, Nevada Union with 28. Again, indicative of low energy, and also Lauren Hain being an absolute monster under the basket certainly didn't make their job any easier. And three-pointers, Nevada Union was 1 for 19.
Wow.
Yeah, 1 for 19. That is 5.2%, which is pretty low at any level. Del Oro, not much better, 5 for 18, 27.8%. And 11 for 15 from the free throw line. But this game was all Del Oro from the very beginning. Nevada Union struggled to find offensive consistency from really anyone. Grace Pay was the only person out there who was really trying to make plays and draw Del Oro into foul trouble, which she did very effectively until late when she had 4 fouls and kind of had to take it easy a bit. Sammy DeHart, 10 points. Grace Pay with 9 points. Gulsvig and Willis both with 6. Gulsvig putting up a pretty good fourth quarter. But at that point, the game was completely out of their hands. Del Oro, McKenna Mitchell, 15. Lauren Hain with 27. Hannah Jordan with 6, and Morgan Brumman and Allie Jabush with 5 points. Del Oro is just a fantastic team. They're now 12-3, and it really shows. Coach Takayama's got himself a great team for the next couple of years.
He got a good team for this year also, and he'll make a definite run at the championship. You can bet on that.
Absolutely. That's. This was a very tough team for the Lady Miners to come out and try and match step for step, and pretty much they just got outplayed.
And like I mentioned, we'll have the game against the Granite Bay Grizzlies. It'll be coming up this Saturday. Steve and I will be there. We'll give you some bonus coverage of these Lady Miners prior to the varsity boys game that will be covered. We're looking for a shootout with those varsity boys, and we'll look for that. Touchdown Productions pictures will be there. Gilbert M. Dominguez, your executive producer. Camera operator Sanyo Enos, Tony Rondini, and Roland Ludlow. Thanks, gentlemen, ladies. Announcers Paul Brown and the great Standing Steve Sitter. Remote facilities, the Commander 2. Plaza Tire and Auto Service and Reeby's Auto Parts help us maintain that, Commander. We appreciate that so very much. Engravers, Touchdown Productions, provide for the Player of the Game Award, which we did not give out tonight. And of course, Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP, as it has been for many, many years. So for Paul Brown, Steve Sitter, thanks for joining us tonight, all. You can see over 1,500 sports telecast games. If you're interested in some basketball game from years past, give us a call. And we probably have it in our archives. So once again, for Paul Brown, Steve Sitter, thanks for joining us. This has been your NorCal Game of the Week.